Okay, this video is about making, this is for the winter, to reclaim the heat. The best way to do that I found out, I try other method, the one with the bucket and going into here and capture all the lint and stuff like that. But what happened is the lint would go through around the house, and then it got all dirty down here in the back and everything, so we made this contraption instead. Also, the moisture was the worst one of them all. Moisture was all over the place, and then it fogged up our window over there, and then the wall was all warpy because we had this stupid stuff on the wall. So the moisture was the worst one of them all, so we did it this way. This is coming out from the dryer, and it goes into this rigid pipe, so the heat will be there, and then we curl it from here downward, and we did it again, another pipe, and then we cut that and curve that again, and then now this goes outside. So no moisture at all, just we reclaim the heat as much as possible. It does work, but it's not an efficiency because you don't get all the heat, the reclaim heat. But this is the best of them, the best way we found so far. Because moisture will, if you don't vent it out, moisture will create like mildew, and everything's all sticky, and then in beginning moisture will attack your walls, and then if we have this dryer downstairs, the same way with the bucket. It was in the basement, and there were mildew all over the basement because the moisture wasn't able to escape. So if you're in the basement, I would not even do those bucket ones. This is the best way to do it. If you can afford more of these, I would suggest you to continue on and redo it until like at least 4 more. That will probably keep the place really warm. But this was enough for our room right here, that our little laundry room here. But anyway, so it's pretty easy. I will break down the cost for you. The 4 of the pipes here, it's the 4 is 2 feet. It's 2 feet long by 4 inch, and that was $14. $10 was for this tube right here because it's a flexible pipe, and it'll be easier for you to bend like right around here and stuff too. We were going to use the other thing, but we found out that if you cut this and you clamp it on, it's actually a lot easier. And also too, you can move around to your liking. If you don't have enough space or whatever, it'll be a lot flexible than the 90-degree pipe that you can bend on yourself. But those actually are not sealed, so you would have moisture problem as well. If you look really close, we actually put silicone around there, so it's actually sealed all the way, and we clamped them. That was $10. And then all the clamps that we used, the 4-inch clamp right here, that was $8. So the total on this right here was $32. And this has been on our wall for 2 years already, and it's working really good. If you're going to do it this way. And like I said, if you can afford 4 more of these, which is about they're $3.50 each. So if you can afford 4 more of those, extend it further away, extend it further out, and that way you can just have it loops like this, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, until it goes out in the wall. But this is our first trial on this one, and it's pretty efficiency. During the summer, we don't want the heat. The only thing that is not sealed, all these are sealed, the only thing that's not sealed is this here and this here, because in the summer we would take this apart and we would take that apart, and then we just clamp that directly to there, so that way this part would not have any heat inside the house. So these are the only two sections that you do not put any caulking or anything. But for the rest, I would use the high heat or just the regular caulking and just caulk that and let it dry, so that way it just goes, the hot air would just go up, it would just reclaim around here and goes back down to here and goes through here and goes through here. And if, like I said, if you can afford 4 more of these, do another 4 and then vent that outside. That way you can just get the heat only, because these pipes pump out pretty nice heat. But it doesn't give you any moisture to damage the stuff like this, for instance. These are those stupid wall that they used to do it long ago. We didn't do these. It's just when we bought the house, it was that way. And then for down here, you would see like bunch of moisture and everything down there. So when we did, like I said, when we did the bucket and just with just this alone, mildew was all over the place, and it was, I hate coming in here and stuff like that. But now I really like coming in here to bring out stuff, because our dryer is in a separate room. It doesn't have any heat or anything like that. So this would be the best way. So it's pretty easy. Just hook up to here, it goes up, and then we attach that to a wall and come back down again. We attach that to a wall again, come back up, attach it to a wall again, and then come out to here, and then goes out to the outside. In the back here, we just use a board, and then we just attach it from here, where in the back where we put a screw right on to the clamp here. You drill a hole in the back and you put the screw on, and then you just close this up. Right here we just zip tie it. But other than that, this is movable, because remember, in the summer we have to take this apart, and then in the summer we have to take that apart. But other than that, these things stays the way it is, and pretty secure. As you can see, I can't move them or anything like that, because sometimes it's actually moved just a little bit, but it doesn't really matter, because it doesn't make any noise or anything like that. But if you're gonna do it this way. That would be the most efficiency and less moisture, and you reclaim the heat that you needed. So if you're going to do it, do one like that. And if, like I said, if you can afford 4 more of these, add on to it, and then just do what we did right here. We just curve them. So if you can curve them again and again and again, and you can make it a larger, you will claim a lot more heat that way. So if you want to do it, go ahead, do this. This is the best way that we found so far. We didn't like the bucket. We didn't like the one that actually made when they sell at the store either. I think that is like $30, and we didn't like that either. But because, like I said, it just leaves the moisture, and that really sucks. But this is the best alternative right here. So if you're gonna do it one of these. Good luck.